Hi, welcome back and thanks for sticking with me. This is the Advanced Asana Training for Diane Feinstein Elementary School, PTA. I'm Jordan Koplovich, the PTA President. Alright, Advanced, what are we going to do? Well, last time we talked a little bit about sections and how you can move tasks between sections. This time we're going to talk about how to create sections. It's actually embarrassingly easy. All you do is you create a new task and you give it a name, say super advanced, and then you type a colon and poof, this is now a section. That's it. You can move things down there. That's all it takes. If you want to get rid of it, you can just check it as done. There's no checkbox over here because it's not meant to be. It's a section now, but there's still one over here. Or honestly, you can just delete it. So that's how you create a section. Adding tags. Tags is another really super useful feature. You can see there's a few in here already. To add a tag, you go up to this little menu over here, and there's a button here that says tags, and it just gives you the option. You can start typing, and you'll see it's trying to autocomplete to a tag that already exists. But if you want to add a new one, you just keep typing, and you hit enter, and boom. Now we've got a new tag in here. Now, right over here in the task list, you can see at least it'll show you at least a couple tags, which is really useful for just seeing everything at a glance what the status is. In addition, if you click on one of these, you're going to see a list of everything that was tagged specifically with this tag. And the other cool thing is you can change the color on these things. So once you're looking at a specific tag, right up here at the top, you'll see instead of the project name, now you have the name of the tag. And there's a little arrow right here. You can set highlight color, and let's give this one green. And now it's a pretty good color. Cool. Now let's go back to the demo project. Is this super important that you know how to set a color for a tag? Not really. That's why this is in the advanced section. But but adding and using tags is a really powerful tool, and I highly recommend it. Create your own project. So I mentioned before, there's this demo project here. This is all in the DFES PTA workspace. You can create additional workspaces if you want. For example, you might notice the auction isn't in here. There's been talk about moving all the auction task management into this workspace, but they don't have to. They can have their own workspace if they want. If you're running a committee, you can give your own committee your own workspace. If you want to share this workspace with the PTA, though, you're more than welcome to. You can come in here. You can see we've got a few projects in here which you may or may not have access to. If you need access to something, like you want to be part of the safety committee, reach out to our Vice President of Safety and ask to be involved in the committee. If you want to create your own project, you come in here. There's a little plus sign right here. You click it, and let's say we're going to do a project for school tours. You've got some options here as to whether you want to make this public or private, and then you just click the create project button, and you've got yourself a new project, and you can invite people. To invite people, you're going to see there's this list of names right here at the top. If I jump into a different project, you're going to see there's fewer names up here because this particular project is just meant for the executive board. If we come back in here, there's this huge list. To add somebody to a project, you just click the plus button here and start typing a name, and they'll get an invitation. What else can we do in here? Invite people to your project, refer to people and tasks. So this is another really cool advanced functionality which I highly recommend using because it's really, really useful. What happens is when you're writing a comment and you want to get somebody's attention, you type the @ symbol, and then you start typing their name, and it offers to autocomplete right here. This also works for other tasks. So So we're going to do the add symbol again, and let's say I need to refer to adding subtasks. So I'm just start typing that other task that's over there, and whoa, now screen space, there it is, add subtasks. So I click on that, and now I save the comment. Now you're going to see I'm linked in here. And also, by the way, when I do that, it sends me an email letting me know that somebody's flagged me in this conversation. And also, over here, for this other task, if you click on that, it takes you over to the other task, which is really cool. It's a really useful feature. What else are we going to talk about in advanced features? Well, there's a team calendar. So we talked before about the ability to add a due date. So we've got a few different items in here that have due dates, and we already have a project called Master Calendar, but that's really just another to-do list. There's an actual calendar in Asana. So if you come back over here to the navigation bar on the left, here it is, Team Calendar. You click on that, and here's a traditional calendar style layout with the tasks that are present on each day, which is a really useful feature, especially when you've got something like the auction. You've got a lot of tasks that need to be done at specific times ahead of time, deadlines, whatever. Back to the demo project. So that's the team calendar. There's also team conversations. So again, we've got our little nav bar on the left here, and when we click on team conversations, is there anything in here? Yes, there is. There's one conversation that I started. And the idea of a conversation is it's not linked to a specific task. If you want to have a conversation about the task, then you just go right in here and click on the task and then add a comment right here. The idea of team conversations is these are conversations that are not related to a task, and they're just open for anybody who has access to this workspace. In addition, you can have conversations that are linked to a specific project. So you'll notice I click on conversations here inside demo project, and I don't see that conversation that I saw before. That conversation was meant for the entire DFES PTA workspace. If I add a conversation here, this is meant just for demo project. So again, you can control where your conversations go and who the audience is. This demo project, 31 people will be notified. If I want to have a conversation with just the executive board, I can go in here and only 11 people will be notified. So that is how you do team conversations. Again, this is a really advanced feature. Why would you use this instead of email? I don't know. Maybe you like it. Asana is trying to build themselves as an email replacement. I'll be honest, on the PTA executive board, we still use email a lot, and this particular feature is not as heavily embraced, but your team might find it useful. That is the last thing that I was going to go over in the training. Is there more? Of course there's more. There's a bunch of other features in Asana. You can give likes just like Facebook, which it doesn't really do anything. It's just a way of letting someone know that you liked their update. There's other stuff, and you can merge duplicate tasks. You can, if you've got a task that has a bunch of subtasks and it's getting wheeled and you think it really ought to just be its own project, there's ways of doing that. There's all sorts of other cool fancy features in here. Alright, I'm going to give you one last bonus because you've been such a good sport and waited all the way to the end of this third video. I'm going to give you one bonus feature. You may have noticed that sometimes, whoa, there's one right there. When you click when you check a task is done, you get this cool little animation. It's not every time, it's just sometimes. Well, we saw it once. Alright, the way you get that is it's a special feature. It's not on by default. If you want to turn it on, you come up to this menu in the upper right hand corner, you go down to My Profile Settings, you go to Display. There's all these different settings, which I'd recommend that you go in and check this out. And you can add, I'm a PTA president. You can add little settings and configurations and email stuff. But we're going to go into Display. You can also notice that you can choose different backgrounds and cool stuff. But this feature that I wanted to show you, show occasional celebrations. So you saw there's a little narwhal that jumped across the screen with the rainbow. They got a bunch of different creatures that can show up. So just make sure that button is checked, and then when you come out here and check a task is done, woo! think that was a Yeti. All right. Well, thanks again for sitting all the way through instruction emails. I hope that you find this useful. If you need any kind of advice or support with this, please feel free to reach out directly to me. There's also Asana has a lot of help features available, and they're really good about that kind of thing. So please come in. Final thing is this demo project. Go ahead, come on in. Delete tasks, check things off, create new tasks, mess with it. I don't care if you break something in here. This is a playground. So be brave and bold and come in and experiment, and reach out to me if you want a hand with anything. And thanks again for watching, and hope to see you in here.